First of all, I want you to understand that waking up between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. is no coincidence. It is not by chance that your spirit stirs in the stillness of the night. I have awakened you, calling you to rise and seek my face, to draw near in prayer when the world is silent and your heart is open. These hours are sacred, a time when the veil between heaven and earth feels thin, and my presence is near to those who are ready to seek me with their whole heart. When you wake at this time, know that I am waiting for you, ready to hear your voice and respond with power. Why is this time so meaningful? It's because the distractions of the day have not yet begun. Your mind is clearer, your spirit is more attuned to my voice, and the world around you is at rest. In these quiet hours, you are able to hear me more clearly, to sense my guidance, and to experience my peace. This is the hour of intimacy, where your heart and mind can align, where your prayers are more than words. They are the deep cries of your spirit reaching out to me, and I hear you. Do not underestimate the power of seeking me in the early morning hours. When you rise before the dawn, you are showing me your hunger, your desire to go deeper, and I will reward that desire. In the scriptures, you see my servants rise early to seek me. Look at David, who said, "Early will I seek you." Look at Jesus, who often withdrew to pray in the early morning while it was still dark. They knew the secret. When you seek me first, you give me the first fruits of your day, and I will bless the rest. When you come to me during these sacred hours, your prayers carry a weight, a seriousness that moves my heart. I see the sacrifice you make when you choose me over your comfort, over your sleep, over your rest. And know this, no sacrifice goes unnoticed by me. I am the God who sees, and I will pour out my blessings on you for your obedience, for your persistence, for your faithfulness in coming to me when the world sleeps. If you find yourself waking between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m., it is because I am calling you to something greater. I am stirring your spirit, preparing you for a breakthrough. These are the hours when spiritual battles are won, when the chains that bind you are broken, when the heavens open, and my glory is revealed. This is the time for intercession, for standing in the gap, for crying out not only for yourself but for those you love, for your community, for your nation. This is the time when miracles happen. Remember Jacob, who wrestled with me in the stillness of the night, refusing to let go until he received his blessing. In the same way, I call you to wrestle in prayer, to hold on to me, to persist until you receive the breakthrough you are seeking. Do not give up. Do not let go. Your breakthrough is near, and I am the God who answers when my people cry out to me with all their hearts. Praying in these early hours is a way of positioning yourself to receive my answers. It's about being in the right place at the right time, on your knees, seeking my face, listening for my voice. And when you do this, you will find that I am already at work. I am moving mountains you cannot see. I am shifting circumstances you are not yet aware of. I am preparing doors to open that you didn't even know existed. Between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m., you are joining a heavenly rhythm. The angels are active, my spirit is moving, and I am listening. This is the hour of divine alignment, where your prayers come into agreement with my will, and together we bring heaven to earth. Do not underestimate the power of these moments. This is the time when your prayers carry an anointing that can break the yoke of oppression, heal the sick, restore relationships, and bring forth the provision you've been waiting for. I know there are times when you feel weary, when the breakthrough seems delayed, but trust me, there is power in your persistence. Every prayer you pray is a seed, and I am the Lord of the harvest. In due time, you will see the fruit of your labor. Between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m., you are sowing into the supernatural, and the harvest will be abundant. As you seek me in these hours, I will give you revelations. I will show you things to come. I will prepare you for the battles ahead, and equip you with the wisdom you need to navigate the challenges of life. This is the time when I will speak to your heart, giving you direction, peace, and clarity. If you listen, I will guide you with my spirit, and you will walk in paths of righteousness for my name's sake. There is something powerful about meeting me in the early morning hours. It's not just about what you say, it's about what I pour into you. This is the time when I fill you with my strength, my peace, my power. When you start your day with me, you are covered in my presence, and no weapon formed against you will prosper. You will walk through the day with a confidence that comes from knowing you have met with your Creator, and I am with you. So do not take it lightly when I wake you at this hour. This is my invitation to you. This is my call to come closer, to go deeper, to seek me while I may be found. I have plans for you, plans for your good, plans to prosper you, plans to give you a hope and a future. But those plans are birthed in prayer. They are birthed in the secret place, in the quiet hours when the world is still and you are with me. Your breakthrough is coming. But it starts with seeking me in the early hours. It starts with the sacrifice of your time, your comfort, your sleep. And when you do, you will see that I am faithful. You will see that I am the God who hears, the God who answers, the God who moves on behalf of his people. My beloved, today I come to speak to you about the beauty and power of prayer when it is wrapped in faith. I want you to understand that when you pray, you're not just speaking words into the air. You're entering into a deep connection with me. You're aligning your heart with mine. And it's in that alignment where extraordinary things begin to unfold. When you come before me with faith, you are stepping into a partnership with the divine, where the seemingly impossible becomes possible. Know this, your prayers are more than requests. They are the expressions of your trust in me, and in that trust, mountains move, walls fall, and paths are made clear. You see, there is something uniquely sacred about the early morning. In those hours before the world awakens, there is a stillness, a calm that allows my voice to resonate in your spirit. The distractions that normally cloud your mind throughout the day are absent. It's in this quietness that I speak more clearly. When you rise early to seek me, you are showing me that your relationship with me is more important than the comfort of sleep or the demands of your day. In those precious moments, you are saying, God, you are my priority. And my child, when you place me first, everything else in your life will begin to align according to my will. Sacrificing your rest to meet with me is no small gesture. It is a testament to your hunger for my presence. Your willingness to wake before dawn and dedicate those moments to me is a reflection of your heart's desire to know me more deeply. And beloved, I see that. I see your effort, your yearning, and I respond to it. When you come to me in those hours, I pour out blessings that surpass understanding. I meet you in the quietness, and I fill your spirit with a peace that the world cannot give. As you approach me in prayer, let your first request be this: Lord, reveal yourself to me. Ask for a deeper understanding of who I am. Not just what I can do, but who I am in my essence, my love, my mercy, my righteousness. When you seek to know me more, your faith will naturally grow stronger. You will begin to trust me not because of the blessings you seek, but because of the relationship we have. You will come to understand that I am with you in every circumstance, guiding you, shaping you, and preparing you for what lies ahead. I also want you to pray for my Spirit to fill you anew. The Holy Spirit is your strength, your guide, and your source of wisdom. Without Him, you will find yourself overwhelmed by the challenges of life. But with Him, you will have the power to face every obstacle with courage. When you pray, ask for the Spirit to lead you, to give you the insight and discernment you need to navigate this world. He will not only empower you for service, but He will also help you bear fruit in your life. Fruit that will last and impact those around you. Your prayers are not merely petitions. They are a dialogue between your heart and mine. In this conversation, you will find that as you spend more time with me, your desires will begin to reflect my will. Your heart will be shaped by mine, and what you ask for will come from a place of knowing me deeply. This is the beauty of prayer rooted in faith. It transforms not only your circumstances, but also your inner being. When you pray with faith, you are inviting the supernatural into the natural. You are asking heaven to invade earth, to bring my power and glory into your life. This is why faith is so crucial. Without it, prayer is empty. But when you believe, when you trust in my power, your prayers become a force that moves my hand in ways you cannot yet see. You may not always understand the timing or the methods, but know that I am always working for your good. In the early hours of the day, when you make the decision to seek me before anything else, you are setting the tone for your life. You are declaring that I am your foundation, your source of strength, and your place of rest. And beloved, when I am your foundation, you will stand firm no matter what storms may come. The challenges you face will not shake you, because your trust is in me, and I am unshakable. As you pray, do not focus only on what you need, but ask me to shape your heart. Pray for the strength to love those who are difficult to love, for the grace to forgive even when it hurts, and for the wisdom to walk in my ways. These are the prayers that truly change lives, not only yours but the lives of those around you. When you allow me to transform you from the inside out, you become a light in this world, a reflection of my love and my mercy. Do not forget to thank me, even before the answers come. Gratitude is a powerful expression of faith, for it shows that you trust in my goodness, regardless of what your circumstances look like. When you give thanks in advance, you are declaring that you believe in my timing, my plan, and my ability to turn all things for your good. This attitude of thankfulness will open doors of blessing in ways you cannot yet imagine. I hear every prayer. Even when it feels like the heavens are silent, I am listening. I am always moving on your behalf, even when you do not see it. Trust me, my beloved, for my timing is perfect, and I will never leave you or forsake you. When you pray, hold on to the promise that I am working all things for your good, even in the unseen places. Rise early, seek me earnestly, and let your faith be the bridge between your prayers and my answers. The obstacles before you may seem insurmountable, but with me, nothing is impossible. Your prayers, when filled with faith, are powerful and effective. They reach my heart, and I respond to them in ways that bring glory to my name and transformation to your life. Do not grow weary, for in due season, if you persist in faith, you will reap a harvest. You may not see the fruit immediately, but it is coming. Continue to trust, continue to believe, and continue to pray with boldness. Your faith-filled prayers are moving mountains, even now. When you come and pray with me, it's not only for you, but for all your family, friends, and the ones you care deeply about. You see, prayer is not just a personal act. It ripples outward, impacting those you stand in the gap for. When you come before me at 3 a.m., in those still, quiet hours, you are not alone. You are interceding, carrying the burdens of others into my presence. You are standing in the gap for your loved ones, your community, and even your nation. In those moments, you become a vessel of my love, my grace, and my power. There's something deeply significant about that hour, about 3 a.m. It's a time when the world is at rest, but spiritually the heavens are active. This is the hour of breakthrough, the hour where chains are broken and healing begins. As you pray, you align yourself with my purpose, my plan for the people you carry in your heart. You stand before me, not just for yourself, but as a voice for those who cannot speak for themselves. As you cry out, I hear not just your voice, but the cries of those you lift up to me. Another vital aspect of this hour is the call to intercession. When you come before me, you are acting on behalf of others. You are not just seeking blessings for yourself, but for your family, friends, and even those you don't know. It's at 3 a.m. that my mercy flows in ways you cannot see, healing wounds, mending broken hearts, and restoring what was lost. It is in your prayers that you partner with me in the redemptive work I am always doing. Through you, I extend my hand of grace to the world. When you pray at this hour, I want you to understand the power you hold. You are not just whispering words into the night. You are joining with heaven's army, standing in faith against forces you may not even recognize. When you speak, the heavens respond. When you declare my promises, angels move. When you intercede, I move on behalf of those you are lifting up. Every word, every breath is filled with the authority I have given you. Perhaps the most intimate part of this prayer is the communion you and I share. In those hours, there's no distraction. It's just you and me. You bring to me your deepest fears, your greatest desires, and your unspoken struggles. And I, in return, give you my peace, my strength, my direction. In that quiet, I speak to you, not always in the way you expect, but in ways that bring life to your spirit. You find rest in me, even as the world around you sleeps. You see, when you pray at 3 a.m., it's not just a time of asking, but of receiving. I pour out my spirit on you, I renew you, and I equip you for the day ahead. The battles you face, the challenges that come your way, they do not surprise me. And as you seek me in those early hours, I prepare you for what's to come. I go before you, clearing the path, fighting battles you haven't even seen yet. Yes, praying at this hour requires discipline. It requires sacrifice. You may feel the weight of sleep pulling at you, the comfort of your bed calling you back. But I want you to know this: the rewards far outweigh the cost. When you make time for me, especially in those moments when it's difficult, I make time for you. I open doors that seemed locked. I bring breakthroughs where there seemed to be no hope. I honor your sacrifice because I see the heart behind it. Remember, I am the rewarder of those who diligently seek me. When you rise early, when you come before me when the world is still, I take notice. I see your heart, I see your dedication, and I am moved by it. You may think you are too small, too insignificant, but to me, you are priceless. Your prayers are not in vain. Each one is heard, each one is treasured. As you come before me, declare my promises over your life. Speak life into every situation, no matter how hopeless it seems. When you pray at 3 a.m., you are not just whispering into the void, you are proclaiming victory over every challenge. You are aligning yourself with my will, and in doing so, you unleash the power of heaven into your circumstances. Do not let the enemy deceive you into thinking your prayers are ineffective. He would love nothing more than to convince you that you are wasting your time. But know this: every prayer, every word has power. And I am working, even when you cannot see it. I am moving in ways you cannot imagine, and your prayers are part of that movement. Embrace the power of these early morning prayers. Let your heart be still before me. Let your spirit be open to receive what I have for you. Do not be discouraged if you do not see immediate results. Know that I am always working, always moving on your behalf. Set your alarm, rise early, and meet me in that secret place. The world may sleep, but we are awake together. And in those moments, you will find the strength you need, the hope you've been searching for, and the peace that surpasses all understanding. When you pray, my child, you are not just speaking words. You are engaging with me, the Creator of all things, the one who knows you more intimately than you know yourself. This precious time in every morning when you come and pray with me will help you to connect in ways beyond what you can comprehend. It's during these early moments when the world is still that you come into my presence, and it's here that I wait for you. In the silence, I draw near, ready to listen to every cry, every joy, and every concern you carry. When you come with a heart full of faith, trusting in my love and power, you open the door to something far greater than just answers. You open the door to transformation. Your prayers invite me to move in your life, to shape your heart, and to bring my will to pass in ways that will leave you in awe. I want you to know that I am always with you, but when you set aside time to pray, you are intentionally placing me at the center of your day, your thoughts, and your desires. Prayer is not about the formality of words, but about the openness of your spirit. It's about drawing close to me and allowing me to fill your heart with peace and wisdom. When you pray, I hear you. Not just the words you speak, but the deepest unspoken cries of your soul. You don't need to worry about finding the perfect words. What I desire is your honesty, your vulnerability, and your trust in me. Don't rush through your prayers, my dear one. Give me your full attention, just as I give you mine. Slow down and let your heart rest in my presence. When you speak to me, do so as you would speak to a loving father, a trusted friend. Share your burdens, your joys, your concerns, and your gratitude. I cherish every moment we spend together, and I am never too busy to listen. Even when you feel overwhelmed or unsure, know that I am right here, ready to carry whatever is weighing on you. I long for you to bring everything to me, no matter how small or insignificant it may seem to you. It matters to me because you matter to me. Prayer is not merely asking for blessings or solutions. It is a sacred time of communion where our hearts meet. When you come before me in humility and faith, you align yourself with my will, and in doing so, you open the door to my wisdom, my guidance, and my strength. I want you to understand that prayer is powerful, not because of the words you say, but because of the faith behind them. Even the smallest prayer spoken in faith can move mountains. It can change the course of your life, bring healing, restoration, and breakthroughs beyond what you've imagined. When you pray, my beloved child, trust that I am working, even when you don't see immediate results. Sometimes my answers come in ways you don't expect, and sometimes they take time, but I assure you, I am always working for your good. Every prayer you lift up is heard, and every prayer is a seed that will bear fruit in due season. Trust my timing, for I see the bigger picture that you cannot yet see. And know this, I am not only concerned with giving you what you ask for, I am shaping your heart, building your character, and preparing you for the greater things I have in store for you. When you come to me in prayer, you are not just bringing your requests, you are stepping into a divine partnership. You are inviting me to work in and through you to accomplish my purposes in your life and the lives of those around you. This is why prayer is so much more than a ritual. It is an invitation for my power to be released in your life. It is through prayer that you access my wisdom, my peace, and my strength to face whatever challenges come your way. So, come to me with confidence, knowing that I hear you and that I delight in your prayers. In those early morning hours, when you set aside everything else to be with me, something extraordinary happens. You may not see it immediately, but in the spiritual realm, your prayers are stirring things, shifting circumstances, and paving the way for miracles. Every time you bow your head in prayer, you are engaging in something far greater than you can perceive. Chains are being broken, hearts are being healed, and victories are being won. I am the God who works wonders, and through your prayers, you are partnering with me to bring my kingdom to earth. As you continue to pray, remember that I am not just interested in your needs. I am deeply interested in you. I want your heart, your trust, your devotion. I want you to know me, not just as the one who answers prayers, but as the one who walks with you every step of the way. When you come to me, don't just present your requests. Take time to listen. Be still in my presence and allow my voice to guide you. There are things I long to reveal to you, wisdom I want to impart, but it requires you to quiet your soul and listen with an open heart. Prayer is a two-way conversation. As you pour out your heart to me, I will pour out my peace and guidance into yours. Don't be afraid of silence in prayer, for it is in the quiet moments that you will hear my voice most clearly. I am always speaking, always guiding, but sometimes you need to pause and be still to recognize it. Trust me to lead you, to give you the clarity you need for every decision, and to fill you with peace that surpasses all understanding. There is power in prayer, my child, and I want you to know that your prayers are never in vain. Even when you don't see immediate results, trust that I am moving. I am working behind the scenes, orchestrating things in ways you cannot yet see. And when the breakthrough comes, because it will come, give me the glory. Let your life be a testimony of my faithfulness. Share with others how I have moved in your life, how I have answered your prayers, and how I have been faithful to my promises. In doing so, you will encourage others to seek me, to trust me, and to believe in the power of prayer. Continue to rise early, continue to seek me, continue to pray with faith and expectation. I am here, always listening, always moving, always working. You may not always see it right away, but every prayer is a seed, and in time, you will see the harvest. Trust in me, trust in my timing, and trust that I am doing far more than you could ever ask or imagine. Your prayers are powerful, and they are making a difference, not just in your life, but in the lives of those around you and in the world. Let every prayer be a step closer to me. As you pray, you will find that your heart changes, your perspective shifts, and your faith deepens. You will see me more clearly, love me more fully, and trust me more completely. And that, my child, is the greatest gift of all. For when you draw near to me, I draw near to you, and together we will see miracles unfold. Keep praying, keep believing, and keep expecting great things, for I am the God who hears, the God who answers, and the God who is with you always. My words clarify your walk. You step into the light of understanding when you pray with faith, and in this very moment, I am speaking directly to your heart. You see, prayer is not simply a request or a moment of desperation. It is the bridge between your spirit and mine, the moment when your heart reaches out for divine alignment. Every word you utter in prayer, when carried by faith, moves mountains you cannot see. You speak, and I listen. You ask, and I am already at work. This is the power of faith-filled prayer, my beloved children. It is not the sound of your voice that moves the heavens, but the faith embedded deep within you. When you pray with faith, you are opening the gates of heaven, not only asking for my intervention, but also aligning yourself with my will. Faith draws you closer to me because it signifies trust. Trust that I hear you. Trust that I am working even when you cannot see the answers yet. Faith-filled prayer is your declaration that I am sovereign, that nothing is too difficult for me, and that I am able to bring about breakthroughs beyond your understanding. This faith is what allows your prayers to transcend time, touching realms you may never know. Understand this. When you come to me in prayer, you are not coming to an idol deity. You are stepping into the presence of the living God, the one who crafted the stars and placed the earth upon its foundations. Your prayers are not whispers into the void. They are heard and they matter. They shift the atmosphere because you pray with faith. Even when your circumstances remain unchanged in the moment, your faith is the seed that begins to grow, unseen but strong. It is through that faith that I move mountains in your life, not just in the physical world, but in your heart, in your mind, and in your spirit. Prayer infused with faith is meaningful because it brings you into deeper communion with me. As you pray, you are acknowledging that I am the source of all you need. You are recognizing that it is not by your strength but by my grace that things are accomplished. Prayer is a humbling act, and faith is the force that propels it into the heavenly realm. My power is made perfect in your weakness, and when you pray in faith, you are giving me permission to be strong on your behalf. You are saying, Lord, I trust you beyond what I see. Your faith-filled prayers not only transform your circumstances, but also transform you. They align your desires with my perfect will. They bring clarity to your soul, and peace to your mind. When you pray with faith, you release control, and you give me the space to work in ways that you cannot yet imagine. You may ask for healing, for provision, for peace, and I hear those requests, but understand that my answer is always designed to bring you closer to me. It is in the process of waiting, trusting, and believing that your spirit grows stronger, more resilient, more aligned with the divine purpose I have set before you. Faith in prayer is more than just expecting an outcome. It's trusting that I am already working in your favor. When you pray for healing, know that I am the God who heals you. When you pray for provision, know that I am your provider. When you pray for peace, know that I am the Prince of Peace. These are not just titles, my child, but promises. And as you hold on to them in faith, you will see them manifest in your life, not always in the way you expect, but always in the way that brings about the most profound transformation. Faith moves beyond the moment of prayer. It sustains you in the waiting. It strengthens you in the delay. It fills you with hope in the silence. Know that even when the answer is delayed, it is not denied. I am working all things together for your good, and your faith-filled prayers are the catalyst for that divine orchestration. Every time you pray with faith, you are sowing seeds into your future, and I am watering those seeds, nurturing them in ways you cannot yet see. When you forgive those who have wronged you, when you extend grace as I have extended grace to you, know that you are living out the faith you profess. Forgiveness is one of the highest forms of faith because it declares that you trust me to heal, to restore, and to bring justice in my time. Your prayers, rooted in faith, create a ripple effect that touches not only your life but the lives of those around you. Your faith sets in motion my grace, and your prayers become the conduit through which that grace flows. In moments of hardship, when you pray for healing or provision, remember that I am with you. I am the God who sees you, who knows every detail of your life, every struggle, every pain. When you declare that you are healed by the stripes of my Son, you are proclaiming a truth that is eternal. Healing may not always come in the way you expect, but it will come. Provision may not always appear in the form you desire, but it will manifest. I do not forsake my children. I do not leave prayers unanswered. Your faith invites my miracles into your life. When you pray for a breakthrough in your finances, remember that I am Jehovah Jireh, your provider. Faith means trusting that I will meet all your needs according to my riches, not according to the world's economy. Faith allows you to release your fears, your anxieties, and place your trust fully in my hands. It's in those moments of surrender, when you declare my word over your circumstances, that I begin to shift things. Do not underestimate the power of your faith-filled prayer. It opens doors you cannot see and brings provision from places you did not expect. When you face difficulties in your life, just call me, and my love will carry you through. My beloved, I want you to understand something profound about prayer. It's more than just words spoken in desperation. It's a connection between your heart and mine. When you come to me, you're not simply uttering requests or petitions. You're stepping into a divine conversation with the one who knows every intricate detail of your being. You don't need to worry about how polished your words sound or if you've said the right things. All I ask is that you come as you are, with honesty and an open heart, knowing that I am here, ready to listen to every thought, every cry, every whisper. Trust that I hear you, that your voice is precious to me, and that I am already working on your behalf. In prayer, you are not alone. You are never alone. The moment you reach out to me, I am with you, surrounding you with my presence. Sometimes you may feel like your prayers are not being heard, but I assure you, I am always listening. The act of prayer is more than just asking for what you need. It's about drawing close to me, deepening our relationship, and inviting me into every aspect of your life. When you pray, don't rush through it. Spend time with me. Open your heart fully, without hesitation or fear, and know that in those moments, I am near, closer than your own breath. I long to hear from you, not only in your moments of distress, but in your joy, your gratitude, and your quiet reflections. Prayer is your lifeline, the way you stay connected to the source of all love, power, and wisdom. Every time you reach out to me, you are tapping into my infinite grace. When you come to me for healing, for guidance, for restoration, believe that I am already at work. Your prayers are not in vain, and they never fall on deaf ears. There are times when you may not see immediate results, but trust that I am orchestrating everything according to a higher plan, a plan that is far greater than you could imagine. Through prayer, you are not only changing your circumstances, but also aligning your heart with mine. You are learning to trust in my timing, my ways, and my love. You must come to me with boldness. When you pray, do so with the full confidence that I am your Father who loves you deeply, beyond what you can comprehend. Ask me for what you need, for the breakthroughs, for the restoration of broken relationships, for the healing of deep wounds. I am the God of healing and reconciliation, and I delight in bringing peace and wholeness to every part of your life. But also remember, when you ask, be ready to listen. Prayer is not just you speaking to me. It is also about hearing my voice. I am always speaking to your heart, guiding you, directing your steps, offering you wisdom for the challenges you face. When fear, anxiety, or doubt cloud your mind, bring those things to me in prayer. Speak to me openly about your worries, and as you do, release them into my hands. I will take them from you, and in exchange, I will give you my peace, a peace that goes beyond your understanding, a peace that will guard your heart and mind in Christ Jesus. As you pray for clarity in your thoughts and for freedom from the burdens of fear, trust that I am renewing your mind, washing away the lies of the enemy, and replacing them with my truth. I am working even now, cleansing your mind and filling you with my light. I know you grow weary at times, my beloved, especially when the answers to your prayers seem distant, but I ask you to trust in my timing. What you cannot see is that I am moving in ways that will bring about a far greater blessing than you could have anticipated. When you pray, surrender your plans, your desires, and your timeline to me. Trust that I am weaving together the details of your life in perfect harmony. When you pray for breakthrough, also pray for the strength to trust me even when the road is long, for patience when my answers are not immediate, and for a heart that remains steadfast in faith, knowing that I will never fail you. Let your prayers be filled with gratitude, my child. Gratitude is a key that unlocks the door to greater blessings. When you pray, don't only focus on what you lack, but take time to thank me for what I have already given you. Thank me for the blessings you have received and the ones that are on their way. Gratitude shifts your focus from what you think is missing to the abundance of grace that surrounds you. It aligns your heart with mine, opens your eyes to the miracles happening around you every day, and makes space for even more of my goodness to flood into your life. Your prayers carry power, more than you may realize. When you pray, you are engaging in spiritual warfare, pushing back the darkness and inviting my light to enter your world. You are not powerless. I have given you authority in the name of Jesus, and when you bind the spirits of division, bitterness, or unforgiveness, you are taking a stand as my child, clothed in the armor I have given you. Do not underestimate the power of your prayers when they are spoken in alignment with my will. You are my warrior, and through your prayers, you are setting the captives free, breaking chains of bondage, and opening the door for my light to shine in the darkest places. When you pray, seek not only the gifts but the giver. Yes, I want to bless you, to provide for your needs, to give you breakthrough in every area of your life. But more than that, I want you to know me, to experience the depth of my love for you. Let your prayers draw you closer to me. Let them be a time where you come not just to ask, but to dwell in my presence. When you seek me with all your heart, you will find me. I am always near, waiting to reveal more of myself to you, to show you the depths of my love, the breadth of my mercy, and the wonders of my grace. My promises to you are unshakable. When you pray, stand on those promises. When you declare that no weapon formed against you will prosper, believe it with all your heart, for I have spoken it over you. My word is your shield, your refuge, and your strength. Even when the enemy comes against you, I will raise a standard. You are not fighting alone, for I am with you. Speak my promises over your life, and know that they are true and everlasting. My word will never return to me void, but will accomplish the purpose for which I sent it. When you pray, expect miracles. Believe that I am the God of the impossible, that nothing is too hard for me. Your prayers are not in vain, and they are not powerless. They are filled with the same resurrection power that raised Christ from the dead. So when you pray, do so with expectancy, knowing that I can do far more than you could ever ask or imagine. Trust that I am working, even when you cannot see it. I am the God who makes a way where there seems to be no way, and I delight in showing my power in the most unexpected ways. My child, never cease praying. Let your prayers be a constant conversation between us, a rhythm that flows through every moment of your life. Prayer is not a ritual, it is a relationship. It is the way you stay connected to me, the source of all life, all love, and all goodness. Keep praying, keep trusting, and keep believing that I am with you, working all things together for your good. There is nothing too great or too small for me. I love you with an everlasting love, and I am with you even until the end of time. I love you. Amen.